Check it out, yo. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday night to you. Hope y'all doing good out there. Another week, another shred. Oh, man, what's going on around here? We got Juji in the house. Good to see you, Juji. Derail's in the house. Happy Saturday, Derail. Thank you, buddy. Southwest knows shred has begun Saturday night. Yes, sir. I was following the OSU game. Oh, who won? I guess who won? I'm pretty sure Ohio State. Wow. All right. Ohio State Buckeyes, 70-0. Wow, that's insane. I feel bad for that team. Grambling State. That's a beatdown. That's a beatdown. Donald James, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing all right tonight. And no one has to remind me. I already have the ads turned off. There's no ads. And I already have it set to go to Brody afterward because he starts at 11, so we'll probably go close to that time. But yeah, but otherwise, looking good. Everything's looking good. It was a nice week. We hit the 65,000 and a little extra. That was nice to see. That was a slow crawl, but we got it. We got it. What else happened this week? The Discord's still popping off like crazy, having a good time over there. Great to see everyone hanging out. And we got a few more members, I believe, so that's nice to see. Donald James, that was the Chargers, brother. The Chargers beat the Chiefs. Many people are happy. Many Kansas City fans are not happy, but everyone else is pretty happy. No one wants to see Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl halftime shows. No thanks. I mean, as much as I don't love Metallica, I'd rather see Metallica. I'd be happy to see Metallica play the halftime show. So why not? But I know why not. Stardust in the house. There she is. It sounds like it's starting to rain out here. Darrell says South Carolina played today. We had a bad weather, yeah. It sounds like it's starting to rain around here right now. Who knows? Who knows? I'm trying to think what else has happened this week, if anything. Oh, so already, if you didn't notice, we have one of the new shirts. This is the Queensryche Rage for Order Tour t-shirt I somehow found on the internet. And I have plenty more. So all this week's going to be a big t-shirt week, t-shirt reveal week this week. Lots of brand new ones. So make sure you're hanging out because you'll miss it if you don't. But I'll be on every single night next week except for Wednesday. Because the week after that, it's my week off, sadly. But we're going to the Nine Inch Nails concert on Wednesday, so every other night we'll be streaming to make up for all that. And that is it. I can't think of much other news happening. I'm probably missing something. Darrell says they play tomorrow night. Okay. Stardust despised the Chief. True that. Heather P in the house. How you doing, Heather? Great to see you. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're having a good one today. All right, so we're probably still on the path of playing weird stuff that no one probably ever heard before. Including I do have a new song of the week, as per usual. This one I think I did myself on this one. I'm enjoying it. This is a really nice song. It's a really nice song. I did create an acoustic version of it as well, so we'll have the electric version and the acoustic version tonight of the new song of the week. Well, we shall get to that for sure, but we got to do a little bit of warming up, so let's try this one. I haven't played this one in a long time, so let's see how it goes. played that in a long time. Wow, that's been a while. That's like one of the first, probably the first 10 things I wrote coming back to playing guitar again a long time ago. But it's a nice little warm-up. George Kaplan, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Donald James says, yeah, if Rick or me happen to be in a bad mood tomorrow, it's because the Raiders lost. I know. Trust me, I have a real cool Raiders t-shirt. It's in the cart at the NFL shop. And if they win, I'm going to buy it. If they don't win, I'm going to take it out of the cart. How's that? Chris Arkansas says, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, Chris. He says, Facebook said Bob Seger is going to play the Super Bowl. Interesting. Hey, it's better than Taylor Swift. I definitely would feel that. I'd be happy with Bob Seger. Anybody but that. Anybody but like a rap group. Every year's been like a rap group or something. It's like, I want some entertainment, man. I don't want, I want something I remember or heard. Most people want to hear something that they've heard or seen. Well, I guess a lot of stuff that they've played is that. I don't know. Erica Alvarez, how you doing, buddy? I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry, Erica. How you doing tonight? I'm already out of it. Sarah says, unfortunately, it seems to be fake news. Oh, gosh. Juji says they should hire Crimson Glory. I'd be okay with that. Not sure if anyone else in the world would know what's going on. Star says Bruno Mars was good. Yeah, Bruno Mars was good. That was interesting to see. I honestly can't remember the last great Super Bowl halftime. The Prince halftime show back in the day. That was pretty epic. That's for sure. But that was a long time ago. Charlie Escobar, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you tonight, man. How you been, brother? Donald James says, don't tempt the Swiftie army. In one command, she can tell her fans to kill. Probably. It could probably happen, man. She probably has subliminal messages on her album, too, to do things. I wouldn't doubt it. They thought Judas Priest had subliminal messages on Better By You, Better Than Me. I listened to that song a million times when I was a kid. I turned off just fine. So I didn't even know. What's just funny, if you know the history of that, so they said that, these two kids, they, were listening to Judas Priest's Stay in Class album, which is a great album, one of my favorites. And they unalived themselves, as they say nowadays. And Judas Priest was at a big court battle. They thought there was subliminal messages saying to do it. Now, what's funny is that there's a song on the last song on Beyond of Stay in Class called "Beyond the Realms of Death," and they didn't look at that song. Not to say that song has any weird meaning to it too, but it's definitely, you would think, why would they pick Better By You, Better Than Me over Beyond the Realms of Death, which is an amazing song. It's one of the greatest Judas Priest songs ever. But I don't know, man. People are weird. That was the big satanic panic back in the day, I guess. They were trying to put the blame on everyone except the parents. You know how they do? Judy says violence through the power of friendship. Could happen. All right, let's see what we got here. Jam 06. Give this one a twirl. nice one there. It's a good warm up for sure. You can kind of do anything. You kind of play fast, you can play slow, you can play some bluesy stuff. It just works, that one. All right, new 10. Oh, I need to reorganize this entire file here. Because the daily file is like super organized. This is everywhere. Gosh. All right, I found what the next song. Oh, thank you, Juji. Appreciate that. If I said this is absolutely rickening. There you go, buddy. Donald James, celebrity worship and community tribalism, where a community will defend their parasocial relationship with their idol. Yeah, it's getting to that point, man. I'd be surprised if Taylor Swift like announced she's going to run for president. She'd probably win. I mean, how many she got millions and millions and millions and millions of people checking her out. So could happen. We'll see. Donald James is observant. He knows what's up, that's for sure. There you go, Juji. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. All right. Anyone that's on the Discord, I figured out how to pin messages. So any videos, I'm going to be trying to post a lot more live concerts and stuff, old, rare live concerts that I have. If there's anything you're interested, let me know. I might have it, I might not have it, but I do have a lot of rare live concert videos and some guitar instructions. I need to pop some more up theirs too. I found a George Lynch instructional video that I have. I'm gonna pop that up there probably later. But I got a bunch of videos. If you're looking for something specific, let me know. I can put it on my Google Drive. And but so far, what I get the Queensryche Unplugged, which is super rare. I can't find a good copy of that anywhere, honestly. And I have a decent copy of it uploaded. And then what was the other thing? Oh, the Dokken Unchained the Night home video. That was pretty cool. That's a pretty fun one to watch. We'll see. Well, let's just keep the tunes flowing. And this is New 1010. That's a nice one here. warm-ups are completed within 30 minutes. All warm-ups have to be completed within 30 minutes or less, or your shredding is free. How about that? Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. We're moving along here for sure tonight. Oh, what we got? Ken Kramer in the house. Ken, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. What? Let's see. Star says no, he wouldn't. Besides, I keep him grounded. Yes. Yeah, I'm a really nice person, man. I try and help everybody. I try and support everyone I can. Sometimes I get too busy to do much of anything. But I would try and support anybody before anything. And unless you were a a-hole to me, as long as you're good with me, I'm good with you. That's how I roll my life. It's treat others as you wish to be treated. I always grew up with those values in my life, so I would never change. Even if I had $1 billion, I'd be the same person. Just have $1 billion. We're gonna try and win tonight. I did buy more tickets. We didn't even look at the last week's. I don't think we won. We might have had a couple numbers, but we'll try again tonight. I don't know. We're trying so close. That's true, yeah. You guys know a lot more about me, that's true. But I like it, that's why we have the Discord, that's why we have the chats, so we can, I can know more about y'all. And yeah, I try and watch, I've been to Donald's live streams a few times and hung out. Mostly lurking, unfortunately, because I'm just kind of doing it. Usually when I'm watching other people's live streams, I'm working on the side and it's got it in my ear, listening and stuff. But that's cool, man. I try. Juji said I could be some greasy garage creep. It's true, we don't know who you are. That's a fake picture. You're not who you say you are. That's what I like. That's what I like about that Discord, because it gives us in a way a private place to just hang out and chat, and everyone can get to know each other and do whatever, post whatever they like, and I think it's really cool. We'll see how far I can grow. What do we got? Like 34 members now in the Discord. So it's getting there. But it's a nice place that you can definitely let your hair down if you will. And yeah, Stardust is right. Down, talk as much as you like, man. Whatever you got, brother. As long as it's not politics and religion, it's something you could do that on the Discord. I don't care, but politics and religion are one thing. In real time, it's like, hey, but otherwise, that Discord is 100% free speech. Talk what you like, man. That's for sure. All right, let's see what we got next. We'll do a couple classics. So we're going to fire through all this stuff tonight. I'm trying to get a couple good cuts of Until the Bitter End and Fire Through. So we're going to play those back to back. See if I can nail it. I don't know. It sucks because during the week I'm drinking Voltage. I don't usually drink Voltage on the weekend. That Voltage fires me up. This other Mountain Dew, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't get me where I need to get. Not really. All right, let's get some Until the Bitter End up in here. Too many bad notes. Too many bad notes in that one. Oh, man, that's not hard. I don't know why on the weekdays I can nail that like beyond belief, but I don't know. Saturdays never work for me. Juju says politics suck my soul out of my eyeballs. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Hence why I don't even care. What can I do about it? You know, what can I do about it? You know, whatever happens in the world, ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna go out there and protest or whatever. So it's like I just like gone. Never worry about it. But Donald says he's a politics guy, but I read the room when I first got here. I don't bring up politics. There are other places. True that. Yeah, there's a lot of places, appropriate places for stuff like that, which is fine. Eric McGinn announced, he said, I picked the Raiders on the Jersey Mike app and picked the Chargers too. There you go, buddy. We got one down. Let's hope them Raiders win, brother. The Raiders Patriots. Raiders at New England. It should be interesting. I personally think that the Raiders Patriots game is going to be pretty close. It's going to be pretty even through the first half, and then something's going to happen in the second half. It's going to blow up. Someone's going to take off in the second half, or it's going to be a big field goal game. Probably. Vicey says, bring up the wrong politics and we vote. That's true. Depends on what politics. Yeah. Juji said, there you go. It's true. Thank you, Juji. Juji said she composed a new prog rock jazz piece. Took 3 hours. Wow. That's some work right there. That is a work. Did you check out Suno yet, Juji? There's another one. I got an email called producer.ai. But I don't remember checking it out. Maybe I might have played it once and I didn't like it. But the best one I found is Suno. That creates the most realistic sounding instruments and stuff. And the vocals, all that's very, very, pretty close to realistic. You can tell it's AI. But I think that one, the Suno one, is the one I mess with the most, if anything. That's where I came out with Tsunami of Blood. With Suno for Donald. I never got to hear that either. Kane says, are you using webcams as your mic? No, buddy, I've got a lapel mic or a lavalier microphone right here. It's on my page. Some sort of Sony one. It costs about $200, I think it was. I used to have I still have it, but I have a Zoom mic. I used to use that. I was sit on my desk and I talk into that, but I didn't like it. So I talked to my dude at Sweetwater and got this lavalier style mic, and it works great. It's really good. Although you have to change. There's a battery. It's got a preamp in or something. You got to put a battery in every couple of weeks or months. But yeah, but I do have I have a Zoom. What's it called? Insta360 cam, 4K camera that I use here. Judy says, I'm excited to try new and better quality programs. Yeah, for sure. Now that you got that new computer, you'll be able to do some work on it with it for sure. But yeah, if you go to that Suno, there is a link to you can be on a wait list for the Suno Studio. And supposedly you can actually do tracks. So you can tell it what kind of drums you want and it'll create a drum track and what kind of this you want. I don't know if it's premium that you got to pay for it though. That I don't know. It might be like that. But we'll see. But yeah, did you ever check out that Cakewalk program? Mm-hmm. That looked pretty nice. If you do, let me know. I'll download it myself, and if you have any trouble, I'll try and figure it out for you. But you might need a keyboard, like a MIDI keyboard, like the one I have sitting next to me. Some sort of little MIDI keyboard device would benefit you for sure. Yeah, doing everything for free. Nothing wrong with that. Free is good. And anyone else? Can you tell me? Have you seen any ads? Has the ads popped in at all? Because I turned them off. I never know how that works, but I turned everything off. It even tells me turn them on. I'm like, no. Make sure I don't want any ads on Saturdays for you guys. That's for sure. All right, let's give Fire Within a try. Maybe it'll be better than Until the Bitter End. That did sound like 8 counts to me. What the heck? Huh. All right, that's not good. I haven't played the Fire Within on this. Wow, I haven't played the Fire Within live on this live in a long time then. That's interesting. All right, let me find the here it is, Fire 2025. Sheesh. Wow. It's been that long. I haven't played this. I've never updated this file with the new Fire Within song. Huh. That tells you we ain't played this on Saturdays in a long time. So this is probably the first time we played this on a Saturday forever. Let's try it again. Not ready for these. I was not ready for these. So yeah, well, I think one day I just had to sit down and like by myself and just play and then edit any mistakes. So hard to get those in one take. It really is. It really is. All right, we're moving along. New song of the week time now. Let's get it ready. Hopefully I remember it. Okay. You know, I always forget to turn on the live chat. I'm so dumb. Okay, let's try that again. Drew said, I will tomorrow. Sometimes you can deal a MIDI to use on the screen. Okay, yeah. No ads. Okay, good. All right, yeah. So, yeah, but yeah, let me know if you have any problem. I'll download it too, and because I used to use Cakewalk a whole lot back in the day, so I can probably figure it out pretty quick. Delusican, what's up, brother? Good to see you. So what's going on with you, my man? I'm doing good, buddy. How you been, man? Ain't seen you. We saw Delusican at Brody's stream last night. I'm like, whoa, we know that name. I haven't seen you in a while, bub. I hope you're doing okay, my man. Hope you're doing okay. And thank you, brother. Appreciate that. He said he's getting better. God bless you. God bless you too, brother. We only hope for the best on everybody, man. And when we don't see people that were here quite a bit, we don't see them. We get worried. And it happens all the time. It's sad when you see someone in the chat, you know, many times in a week, in a day, or a month, or whatever, and then you don't see them. You're like, where'd they go? What happened? I get to a point, I go to my band list and check, and it's like, they're not in there, so it's not that. So you never know, but we appreciate you, buddy, and we hope everything goes well for you, no matter what. Still haven't seen T-Bird. I don't know what happened to T-Bird. We have not heard a peep. Kane, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Duluth can't say this dude cannot be from this planet. I know. My mom said I was just dropped on a doorstep somewhere, so it's possible. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Yes, Stardust says no. He and Tyler are aliens. It's possible. It's very true. It could be very true. I'm more positive that Tyler was. Tyler was like Superman. A comet or an asteroid came down to Earth, cracked open, and there he is. And then his parents were driving by, like, what was that? And got him. That was it. Probably not, though. Probably not. But it's fun to think of. Donald James, I feel like I got the lick down fire within, all things between the kitchen. Nice, dude. I'll be looking to hear that, man. Yeah, the main one's a kind of a weird lick, because it's 12/8. So this one's a tough one. That one's the hard one to do. Tyler does it different than me, but I think this is how smart Tyler is, because I think the harpsichord part that I wrote is not what I play. I never changed it, but Tyler's ear is that good. He's like, man, and I tried something. No, this is how I play. He's like, yeah, but this is how it is. Like, oh, you're right, man. That's how it is. Crow in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I'm doing well, man. Hope you're doing good tonight too. Donald James said there has been many people I know that I chat with that I haven't seen in forever. Make sure, yeah, true that, man. Remember, we saw T-Bird like every night. And it was like, and then out of nowhere, it's like, and I took a week off, and then he just never came back. We're like, well, what happened? We didn't see Cletus and Cloves this week either. But then they were on vacation, they said, and it was like, all right. Ray Pearson asked, he said, I'm here. It's just still a F show. And just quiet. I feel you, brother. Man, I hope all the best for you, my man. I know how things go when it rains and pours out there, man. And I've been there. I've been poured on quite a bit in my life, man, so I know how that goes, man. Luce can't say, you blew my mind, Rick. I had to take a break. I feel you, brother. Sometimes I want to take a break. But the only time I take a break is when I'm working at my job. And that's not next week, but the week after. So I'll be hanging out. I won't be doing nothing. But for me, thank God, Borderlands 4 comes out this Friday. So I'll be playing that all next week. And that'll be my thing next week. No guitar, just Borderlands. Judy said, I'll think of someone I hadn't heard from in months or years, and suddenly they call. That's wild. Feisty said he's off to the junkyard in the sky. We don't know, buddy. We don't know. Ray Pierce has never really gone, just lurking. I feel that, man. I'm a lurker myself. Ray Pierce says, how do you count 12? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know, it's like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the easiest way to count it. It's triplets. Four quotients of triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Shit. Judy says, I hope you and Tyler win that contest. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. I like I said, I don't. I'm more happy that I'm in the shred collapsing, the big thing that he does, because supposedly that's the last one he's ever going to do. So it'll probably be pretty big. That was the most important thing for me. This current contest is Jared. Let me tell you this: Jared's a very, very, very smart person, and he knows how to YouTube. Let's say that. And what he's been doing is having what's called a series. He's been having a series of videos. He did drummers. He wrote a riff and had a bunch of drummers do that, and he did probably 5 or 6 videos for that. He did a song with a vocal part that he wanted the singers to do videos. So he had probably 5 or 6 videos of singers, a contest thing to be on a song of his. And then now he's doing the guitar one where you just win prizes and stuff. So with that being said, each video he does gets anywhere from 70,000 to 100,000 streams. It's like $700 to $1,000 every video. So he's very smart in doing that. And on top of that, he is showcasing a lot of great talent and people you'd probably never even hear of. So I appreciate that from Jared. That's amazing. So for me, it's just more of the... I like to be in the video and, to have Jared react to me and that video that I'm on with me and Tyler on has got 70,000 views. So it exposes us to a lot more people. But when it comes down to those contests, it becomes a popularity contest because he wants everyone to vote, in the comments. So for the shred collab thing, I was very adamant. I was going to use everything I had to get into that. This one, If I get further on, I get further on. If not, I don't. This is fine. But I appreciate that. Delusa can ask who's Tyler. Oh man, Tyler Shep. Tyler is a 14-year-old Wunderkind guitar player that actually came to my channel probably maybe about a year and a half ago. He came out of nowhere and I didn't know who he was, like, oh, cool, Tyler Shep, yeah. How you doing, Tyler? How you doing? And then I looked at his page, and I was like, okay, it's a kid. And then he played guitar, and I'm like, this is unbelievable. And he was only 13 at the time, and he's amazing. Deuce I would highly recommend checking out Tyler and subscribing to his channel. He's a wonderful young person and an amazing, unbelievable talent, 100%. Donald James got it right here. Tyler's the kind of player that will take someone else's music and add his own, his own spice to it. Yeah, he can do it. Vicey says, I fight reality. Reality always wins. This is true. Ray said, oh, it's pouring dew. He said, instead of rain, we're supposed to be getting it right now. I feel that, man. Yeah, I thought it sounded like it rained, but I guess it stopped. T Rose Pickups in the house. What's up, brother? He says, good to see you hit up Jared's channel. Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, in all reality, Stardust made me do it. She's like, you better do that. I'm like, all right. I wasn't going to do it. I was like, whatever. And then Stardust was like, have you done it yet? I was like, I'm going to do it. And so I put down, it took me a couple of days to get the solo that you hear. And then it didn't take me as many takes this time, maybe 12 or so takes. Because I do everything live, I do it. I play the track and I'm recording myself playing it at that moment. So what you see is me playing a one take of that, and it probably took me about 12 times or so, but it was fun. And for sure, I'm happy that I'm in the video. And Jared said he's like, I love this guy, which is very cool. Which hopefully means he'll contact me one time to do something maybe. That'd be awesome. Feisty knows tinkle down economics, and plenty of that. Ray said we're supposed to get thunderstorms right now, but got nada. Interesting. Yeah, there was supposed to be. There's like some rain coming here, but we ain't seen it. I thought I heard something. Jake's vibing in the house. He says I'm finally able to be here. Work was terrible, man, brother. I feel that, my man, but you came at the right time because we're about to pop off that new song. So, good timing. I hope you're doing good too, buddy. We're so far good here around here. Ray says a severe thunderstorm warning right now in the northwest, but clear skies. Pray it goes the other way. Pray it goes the other way. All right, Juji got that link for you, loose can down here. Dan Anderson in the house. What's up, brother Dan? Good to see you, brother. He says share it out and smash the likes, my brother. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Appreciate you, Dan. Do we have Dan's page? Let me get Dan's page too, because Dan's just live streaming crazily lately. He's always live streaming. I try and catch it most of the time, but see, I even went to my homepage right now and there's Dan Anderson video. So let's get I'll get Dan's link up here for y'all. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to Dan, please do so. We're gonna pop his link in the chat right now. So if you can click on that link, give Dan a subscribe. We truly appreciate that. Oh, let's see. Loose Can says, Rick, what is a song you used to play that blew my mind? It was something to do with Speeder. Okay, Speeder. Yeah. Yeah, it might have been a while, dude. I've totally redid that song, too. How about we do that? We'll play it next. We will delay the song of the week for Delusa Can, because Delusa Can's an old friend here. So we'll make sure we popped off Speeder. Well, where the hell is it, though? Oh, here we go. All right, Speeder. We'll get that loaded up for you, brother. Yeah, I completely redid the song, The Loose Can. It's got all new guitars, all new drums, all new orchestrations. I think you'll enjoy it if you haven't heard it in a while. Juji says, please like and sub. Absolutely. Let's see. Thank you, brother. Thank you, The Loose Can. Yeah, I've been trying to get. Keep healthy, keep good. I'm not working out yet. I need to start working out, but I need to quit the vapes at some point. But I've been feeling pretty good, trying to eat better, drink better, less Mountain Dew, mostly water during the day. So we're getting there, man. I appreciate that. Keston Meyer says, a new sub here. Love your playing, and I aspire to play as clean as you. That is all. Thank you, Keston. I appreciate that, bro. Very nice. My friend, if you, to make sure, we'll find it. If you go to my channel, let's see if I can find it for you real quick. I do have a video that could help you, my friend, and it's helped many others in this world. It is called The Exercise That Every Guitarist Should Know. It's an older video at this point. It's getting pretty old. I need to update and do some more. God dang, it's so old. It's so old, it's not even on my front page anymore. Man. Let's get a link of that here. I'm gonna copy that. The biggest questions I get about playing. This link is for Keston. This is the exercise that every guitar player should know. It's an exercise that I created when I started playing guitar again 2.5 years ago, and it was this is the thing that I practiced constantly to get my speed and clarity back. So if you're interested, check it out. You only need 20 minutes a day, 30 days straight, and you'll be in there, man. You'll be in there. Absolutely, Dan. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Delusa Kim. Jake said, I had to deal with trolls at work. Dang. He said, I wanted to cuss out people so bad. I know. Brody trolls, and you got work trolls. Delusa Can knows Mountain Dew, man. That's what gets me going. Guessing I'll take what I can get. You got it, brother. Check out that video. If you can't click on that, just go to my page. It's in the video section. It can help. It can help a lot. I promise you that, man. If you have any questions, put a comment in there, and I'll get into it for sure, man. I got some more video ideas coming. I just haven't had time to get to it. That's a good start right there. I know. If y'all weren't at Brody's live last night, there was some wild times, man. There was some wild times in that chat. That was good. It was cool though, man. Jake's vibing is now a moderator at Brody's channel, and between him and Stardust, they was knocking them down. That was awesome. It was awesome. All right. Well, this one is for my friend DeLuca Can. This is Speeder 2025, brother. This one pumps hard, man. So make sure if you're driving out there, slow down. If you're seated, buckle up. And if you're flying, get that autopilot because this is about to go bumpy. Let's go. hope you're safe after that one. That was Speeder, as most of you know. That's a cool one, though. Hope you enjoyed that, DeLuca Can. It's good to see you. And where's that? All right, let's get back to that new song of the week. Okay. All right, let's cue that up next. And thanks everyone for hanging out. I truly appreciate it. Having a good time as always tonight. All right, let's see. Oh no. Jake has some Karens in there. He said they make a big fuss because they got one drink wrong and their sandwich was cold. Ah, that sucks, dude. People are weird, man. We went to Dunkin' Donuts, I don't remember, last week or something, like that, a week before, and we're sitting there waiting at the counter, you know, waiting to get served, whatever, which is fine, whatever. And I can hear there's a guy out in his car he's just yelling at the dude at the drive-thru, and they're like, yo, where's my sugar, man, and my coffee? What kind of BS is this? He's like just freaking out, like, is it that much, bro? Like, wow, man, just chill out, dog. People crazy these days, man. So Jake, if you're like working in like a food or retail, man, I feel it, man. I used to do customer service, man, a long time ago, and I take a lot of garbage from people, you know, and what I do is, you know, technical stuff, you know. I used to do customer care, and it was like for residential people, you know, you gotta fix your phone, fix your TV, you know, cable, fix your internet, whatever. And most of the time, it was them being dumb. They messed something up because they were the one, but they'd yell at us, you know, like. But it was your fault. Well, I'm going to yell at you anyway because it's my fault. I'm going to yell at you. I'm like, okay. Funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. T. Rose, no, he says everybody knows Mountain Dew is the foundation of life. It seems to be, man. It seems to be. Crow says, Rick, what's the name of the new song? Currently, I thought I had an idea and I forgot what it was already. But currently it's 090625. I had something in mind. I was starting to get a vibe, and then, I can't remember what I thought of. Well, maybe you'll listen. You guys will listen to it, and you guys will come up with a name. Donald J. So I peeked in at Brody's. I did see Jake as a man. Yeah. I was working on the new song last night. And I just had my phone up, and I don't know. I looked down and I see Jake's name in blue. I'm like, oh, cool, Jake. Jake says, you know how we do, rock 'em and sock 'em. It's the truth, brother. It's the truth. Lucican, what's this commercial that keeps popping? You got a commercial? There should be no commercials, bro. I turned them off. That's insanity. Juji, there you go. Lucican said, that's rock. Slicker, heck yeah, bro. Thank you, bro. Crow's feeling that one. Donald James says, I was eating a pizza when Rick started playing Speeder. I started playing along and I realized I better clean my hand. All right, now you got another. Donald just came with another disclaimer. If you're eating pizza and you want to play Speeder, wash your hands off right quick. As Juji said, now you the greasy garage creeper. I love it. Oh, man. Jake said, yeah, another one. Where's my drink? Over and over. Where's this drink? It's frozen coffee. It's whipped cream. Hey, man, you work at Dunkin' Donuts, too? That sounds like Dunkin' Donuts. Or Starbucks, one of the two. Anyway, Carlos announced, what's up, Bryce? Says, Rick, what kind of lighting do you use for stream? I have the LED light behind me, as you can see. And then I'm not too sure what these are called. Oh, my God, what are they called? If I can get a picture of it. Here, I'll see if I can get a picture of it. I don't know if this will work right. But I got like just little lights. Let me see if I can send it to myself here. I got them from Amazon, bro. I'll have to, if you want, I'll tell you what, I'll find out what they are for sure. Whatever. I'll send that picture. But they're just little, I have two lights. Yo, go away. Oh, whatever. iPhone tripper. So I have two lights. One's to the left of me, and then one is like right on top, right behind my my camera. So they're just small little lights. I can't remember the terminology for them though. I need to get all new lighting though. I was hoping. Yeah, we'll see, man. Stuff's so expensive. The lights I need are rather expensive. Um, I'll show you what this is. Let me see if I can change this picture here real quick. Okay, yeah, you see, this is the kind of light I have. Basically, it's like super rigged up too. Like I have an old PC that has a bunch of hard drives, stuff on hard drives. But yeah, it's like a light like this little box light. I think it's just a RGB. I think it's a soft light, maybe. But I have one like this in front of me, basically pointing down directly at me, and then one to the left of me. And it took me a while to get the right lighting in here. It was stupid. Stupid how like I couldn't figure it out. Used to have like a ring light and all this garbage. That didn't work very well. But these lights work pretty good. But what happens though, what sucks is that there's not enough light in here, proper light. So when I try and do 4K videos, like the carpet will get all sparkly and stuff because it's just like there's not enough natural light in here. Which is not the beer natural light, but just natural light. But so I have a friend that's really good with lighting and cameras and stuff like that, and he showed me what I need, but it's gonna cost like $400 probably altogether. For I was like, maybe not now, maybe sometime soon we'll get to it. But there you have it, bro. Let's see. Crow's feeling that. Thank you, Delusican. Appreciate that, brother. Jake said his last job was at a grocery store. There's probably plenty of wackos there too, bro. Juji, there you go. Thank you, Delusican. Jake says speeder always gets me in a great mood. That's what's up, brother. Kessamar says, dude, thank you. Grabs guitar and gets going. There you go, brother. Enjoy, have fun. Like I said, if you have any questions, just put a comment in the chat, buddy. Or comment in the video. I will get to it for sure, man. Any questions you have. Jake says, Rick's too true. It's not that deep, but people have to. Yeah, I know. Ray says, I build trailers on a production line now. F dealing with people. I know. Yeah. My job, I don't have to talk to anybody except like techs that are out in the field that work for the company that I work for. So I rarely have to talk to a customer or anything like that, you want to call them that. Sometimes, very rarely though. Yeah, I don't like it. Blues can't say you watch your BK these days. I know, right? Ray says IT was the worst. It was, dude. I still do it, but like I said, I don't talk to customers. I'm not like on the front line. I'm like way above the front line, thankfully. Yeah, Donna, I talked to Mama Shredder about that. They just want to leave it wide open. You know, they think, or Mama thinks that it's better to have it wide open because if you do the 5-minute thing, most people don't have the attention span to hang out for that 5 minutes, and they'll just move on to the next thing, which is I'd say very true. Since I've done it, the growth has slowed. I mean, I still get, maybe it takes me a little longer to get like 1,000 new subscribers. Whereas without the 5-minute thing and all the blocking going on, it would take maybe like a week. I'd just getting like every week 1,000. But I'd rather have, people that are really going to stick around and watch than just some kid rolling in and go, play Metallica, play Megadeth, play Left, play that, play. So I'd rather not even, I'd rather just keep it, if you're into it, great, hang out. If you're not, swipe away, because I don't, it's just too hard to deal with, for the mods to like be going constantly bugging, getting bugged by stuff like that. So, but I feel it for them, they want to keep growing, so they keep it wide open, which is no biggie, but that's why they do it. And they don't care, Mama Shreya, she don't care. She's ready for it. And now Stardust has been helping. Stardust is ready for it. Stardust knock them down. It's like Stardust is like, yeah, look, because Mama said you can do whatever, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. So she tears it up. Jake says, okay, yes, Rick, I do work at Dunkin' Donuts. It's not that bad, but today was one of the worst. Yeah, I feel that, man. I mean, we go there, and I'm cool with them. You know, I don't mess with people. I know how it is to work in a service department, just like a service industry. So, yeah, it's tough, man, especially when you're face to face. Judy says, I go to Honeydew often. I always have good chat with the girls. They're awesome work hard. There you go. What's Honeydew? Is that a place? Let's see. Hey, Donald said it right there. Well, it's probably more stimulated to bash trolls than everyone. This is true. It's true. And I help Stardust, you know, here and there. Like I'll look up a troll for her and be like, all right, this guy's got 2 videos and like 3 subscribers or whatever, and they'll go shredding them up, man. Someone tried to be all technical yesterday, and I was like, no, tell him this, say this. Like, my God, man. It's so funny, you know, people that go to Brody's channel, he's 16 years old, and he's been playing guitar for 2 years, and he's as good as he is. People got to come in and try and say some stuff. Instead of encouraging him, you're like, you're doing great, buddy, keep going. You should change this, or you should do this, or you should change this. You should try this. Like, yeah, who are you? You ain't nobody. You're just some faceless guy or human talking junk, man. That drives me crazy right there. And T-Rose says, halogen light? Nah, I don't think so. I have to look it up, man. I'll look it up, man, because I don't even know. I just remember my friend said, oh, if you want to get started, try these ones. And I was like, all right. Let me see. Okay, here we go. What? Because I got them from Amazon. I got them a while ago too. Okay, here you go. Okay, there. Yeah, these are the ones. They're called NEEW Neewer 2-pack. They're LED video lights. Yeah, just LED video lights. Oh, that's it. But yeah, the company's really good. NEEWER, Neewer, I think it's pronounced. But that's what my friend uses. He's got these big, really cool soft lights and all this wild stuff, man. These are like the starter kit lights right here. The ones I got. Ray Pierce says he no longer works with stupidity. That's how you gotta live, man. Your life will change when you don't have to deal with stupid all day. It's for real, man. Donald J says there's nothing wrong with subtle compliments, but some of the comments I see direct on my straight. Yeah, that gets silly. I mean, you know, Mama's married for a while. You know, she's been together for a long time. They got 5 kids. She's just there helping her son. But these, you know, faceless people, they think, oh, they got a chance. Like, there's no chance. You got no chance, man. I don't care who you are. You got no chance. There you go, Judy. Soft boxes, yeah. That's what I'm supposed to be getting. Jake said, hell, man. That one guy was trying to school Brody's mom on how to run. I know. Like, get out of here. There you go, loose again. Jackals. Ray says, just as I was getting where I wanted to go with my guitar skills, I lost all my guitars. And oh my God, dude. That's no good. Yeah, I feel that, man. I had something. I didn't have any musical stuff, but I had a bunch of things at a pawn shop, like electronics and stuff that I pawned just for like a little bit of time. The whole place burned down. I lost all this electronics, like power amps and like a power amp, a DVD, VHS burner thing. I think an old Xbox. I was like, y'all killed me here, man. I was just coming back to buy my stuff back, and your store went. I was like, my God, dude. But I feel it. But did you have insurance or anything like that? Or I hope so, man. Kyle Billy, what's up, brother? Good to see you there. Yeah, I gotta say, Juji, that's right. That'd be unbelievable. Oh, I'm sorry. Delusican said Jake is. I literally thought, I looked at it so fast, I thought he said jackals. I was like, yeah, those trolls are jackals, man. No worries, Ray. I feel that, man. Said 20 years of my life disappeared in a few. Oh my God, dude. He didn't have insurance. Wow, shit, man. That is a bummer, brother. Dude, you said I had exes steal everything I own. Yeah. I'll tell you what, this is nothing bad. Nothing's bad as that, but I used, I was with someone a while ago, long time ago. We would go to Walmart and I'd buy DVDs, and I could just buy all these DVDs. I probably had like 300 DVDs. And then when we broke up, she took all the DVDs and sold them at a pawn shop. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I was like, okay. I was pretty mad. Ray said it's going to be a long time before I get my equipment back. Just worry about the house repairs right now. True that, man. That's got to be a lot, man. A whole lot. Keston says, one more for you. What would you recommend as starting equipment for someone who wants to record themselves playing as long as their technique for posterity? Sure. I think I showed it to Donald James. It's a single channel guitar interface made by Universal Audio, UAD. And I think it's $150 on Sweetwater. I think it's called a Bolt single or something. I don't know, man. Let me see. Hold on. I'll look it up, buddy. I mean, this is probably one of the best things to get, and it's like pretty inexpensive, but it's really good quality. We'll get a link for it here before you, bud. My God, dude, really? I swear, man. UAD Bolt, man. Quit playing around, dummy. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Universal Audio Volt 1 USB, $150. I'll pop this in the chat for you, bro. This is something very, very good, and it's get you started. And it comes with a ton of stuff, man. Like, it comes with a ton of free plugins, like amp plugins and everything, so you can kind of mess with that. Jude, you said low lives hope karma is the thing. You know it is. You know it is. All right, let's see if we can do this deal, man. All right. Okay. I gotta remember. All right, so yeah, I had to change. I wrote it in one key and I had to change it because I was like, man, I've been playing a lot of stuff in this one key, so I changed it for this song. Oh man, there's a lot of changes in this. I'm gonna try and remember. I apologize if I make mistakes because there's a lot of things going on in this song. It's pretty wild. But for now, 090625. I had an idea what I would call it, but I can't remember what that was. But maybe you guys can come up with some ideas. Let's give it a shot. was some trouble there. That was crazy. It's a wild song, though. It's a wild song. But yeah, there's so many changes going on. I lost my place a few times. But yeah, I hopefully enjoyed that one. I will work on that further and get it perfected. But there's I had a lot of good parts. There's a lot of good. There's a lot of bad. We'll try the acoustic version of it and see how that one goes. Keston, you're welcome, buddy. Ray says, dang it, that his house repairs are priority. All the local pawn shops on the way home. These nights might be in order. So we can find, yeah, absolutely, buddy. So many, yeah. Facebook Marketplace, and if you're okay with Facebook Marketplace, I've seen a lot of stuff on there. I'm afraid to go anywhere to these people's places. Most of the ones I look at seem legit, but you never know. You never know with Facebook anymore. Plus, a lot of the stuff I want is like far away. It's like 30, 40 minutes away. It's like, I ain't driving that far for that. Feisty say, it better be perfect, buddy, or I don't know. I don't know. How about that? Ray said his first guitar was a $60 Ibanez Geo. Yeah. 70 from the pawn shop for $60 and it slammed. Yeah. Those Geos are well, man. People that come in here and ask like, what's a great starter guitar? It's either the Geo or a Fender or a Squier, Squier Strat. Depending on what type of music you're gonna play, that Geo's smoking. And our buddy Tyler Shep, that was his first guitar. He still pops it off in some of these days, but now he's rocking those Strandbergs. And he's got 2 Strandbergs. They're nice, man. They're so nice. I want to play one. Okay, Kyle got some info too. He's got a Focusrite Scarlett Solo, which is very similar to what I posted. Yeah, it's just the one input. He got it for $138 on eBay. Nice. He used it for his Fruity Loop Studio 12 and made 29 songs. Recorded my acoustic, micro comes out good. Nice, dude. Yeah, I used to have a Scarlett. I gave it away to my friend. I was doing like mobile recording on my iPad, so I'd be writing songs on my iPad, and I could record the guitars and all the drums and stuff. And then I would take it over to my singer's house and have him record vocals with it, all through this little Scarlett interface. So it's totally mobile. It was kind of cool for a while, but then I got kind of annoyed with it or tired with it. I was like, eh. I was using Pro Tools at the time at home, so I just literally I gave it to my one of my best friends. Like, here, you want something? You check. You can have this, buddy. Enjoy it. But yeah, the Focusrite Scarletts are just as well. Yeah, the UAD Bolt, I think it's really good because right now at Sweetwater they give you almost $900 worth of plugins, free plugins, and there's a bunch of amp sims and stuff like that on there. So you get a whole big package. What do they got? Yeah, they got a bunch of like amp sims, EQs, compressors, you name it. They really give you a whole bunch. And you also get the Luna DAW for free as well. That's Universal Audio's version of like Pro Tools or Studio One or something like that. So not too shabby for $150. Not bad at all. And of course, Sweetwater is pretty well credited, man. If there's a problem, they'll replace it or whatever. Juji says she was digging it. All right, good to go. Feist says Guitar Center prices aggressively. Sometimes they have sales on used stuff. Yeah. They send me the Guitar Center every week. They send me hey, don't forget to spend your $5 coupon. I'm like, $5, huh? Thanks a lot, Guitar Center. I can't wait to use it, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna buy. I go to Guitar Center used and look for old Jacksons like this. I've seen a couple, but not the one I'm looking for, unfortunately. But yeah, I do all my stuff through Sweetwater, 100%. All my musical stuff. Carl says, Rick, when are you going to release that mode lesson? Probably after next week, because I won't be streaming. I'll have a little extra time, probably on the weekend and during the week, so I'll start piecing it together. It's pretty easy. I do have a very, very basic bit of it on that. There's an instructional I have from about 8 years ago now that I touch on it, but it's very brief. I'm going to go a little more depth with it, take a little more time, and then create some stuff to help other people. So I'm going to give you tracks to play over in different keys to practice the scales over and stuff. So at least for two different keys, like A minor and E minor, and then I'm gonna try and figure out a way to have you figure out the next key, you know, on it. But yeah, hopefully soon. Hopefully in a couple weeks for sure. But oh yeah, Feisty said, yeah, a sociopathic girl squat on me in an RV for 2 years because I was afraid and exhausted. Jesus, man, that's insane. Those squatters, man. I see the horror stories about these squatters out there, man. Like, good Lord. If I said I had a rich lacrosse coach from Boston teaching at CSUF threatened me physically and stiffed me on rent. Dad acknowledged what a POS he was when cover dance. Jesus, man. Kyle said he used Pro Tools with my brother-in-law. It's the hardware, not the software, yeah. And it's mostly true, yeah. It definitely, you want to get the best hardware you can for sure. But if you're starting out, you know, good. But there is a difference, yeah. I think with Pro Tools, as long as you have a good interface, there is a difference in sound. I've tested it because I mostly use Studio One right now. It's just so much easier for me to work with. But I've heard a difference. Like I've done the same song in Studio One and I've done the same song in Pro Tools, and it sounds different. It's a little more, got more clarity to it. But what happens? I do all my demo stuff in Studio One now, and then in Pro Tools, if I'm going to record for real, like in a studio type scenario, I'll do Pro Tools. But yeah, all untold, yeah, for sure. It's you want to get the best hardware you can, and the best, I think one of the best ones is actually the UAD Apollo Twin, but you're talking like $1,300, man. Stuff ain't cheap, man. Stuff. I have the Blackline Audio Revolution 2x2. It's like $300, and it smokes. It's great. It works great. Loose again. I started off with a Melody Maker, Ricky. I wish they'll say, I know, right? Mine was a hand-me-down. I figured we found out what it was, like, and I don't like an LP 150, I think it was called, or something like that. LP 150. I don't know, some sort of Gibson that I had. My uncle kind of let me borrow it essentially, and when I got a real guitar, my Charvel, he took it back. It had a few scratches on it. He wasn't too happy about that, but he sold. I talked to him about. He said he sold that thing a little while ago. The things are worth like a couple grand, so. Yeah, those old Gibsons, man, are worth a couple bucks, man. Feisty says, look, people don't underestimate crazy. I lost a friend. Many people walk away. Yeah, true, buddy. I've had quite a few psychos like that in my day, and luckily got away from it. You got to. Prepper now said, Rick, I had to see a doctor today. He gave me a prescription of two jams by Rick Renstrom and a bottle of whiskey and a call in the morning. Now, there you go, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good prescription. Rosana, there you are. Obrigado. Buena noche. Juji says some people are just out there out of their minds. All you can do is get some distance, yeah. And it's only gotten worse. People these days are crazy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, it feels like, each generation is just declining in intellect or something, maybe. I mean, not everybody, but, a very large portion of each generation is just becoming less intellectual. We watch these videos, they'll be like, they'll ask like the most basic questions of people on the street, and they're like, they don't know they don't know nothing. They don't know a thing. Like, name a state that starts with A. Austin? No. Crazy stuff like that. We see a ton of them. Judy said, I saw this ad saying, why don't you own an apartment building? And I was thinking, those very reasons. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I mean, if I ever own, if it's like those B&Bs, people do these Airbnbs or whatever. They're like renting out a house to somebody, whatever, for a week or whatever. I'm like, hell no, man. Or renting, they're like putting their house up for rent. It's a lot of work. Dylan in the house, he says some people don't know S about F nowadays. I feel you, dude. It's true. We should watch these videos on YouTube. It's amazing. I'm like, how do these people not know basic questions, general knowledge questions? If I said the government makes it impossible to defend yourself, well, you should move to Florida, man. You can defend yourself all day. Called stand your ground. Stand your ground in Florida. But yeah, if you're talking about the government itself, yeah, you ain't here. They'll come get you. They'll get you for real. You don't want to mess with that. Donald James says people have nowhere to go get desperate. If they had someone somewhere to go, there will be no squires, even if they put themselves in a predicament. That's true, man. Yeah, I've seen all kinds. I see these horror stories on the news about that. I'm like, wow. Feisty, yeah. That's is that Joey B Tunes? Yeah, we watch that all the time. He's awesome. And it shows you, yeah, there's some crazy people out there. Some crazies. You know, I'm gonna try and play this song one more time. I'm sorry to play it again. I want to play it one more try. And then we'll switch to that acoustic. We'll get the acoustic cracking out here. One more try on this one. Let me see. What was the keys here? So I went. All right, there's that one. That was all the same. This one. All right, then we got F sharp. And then we went to B. All right, I think I got it. I messed up those key changes, man. I want to get that right. All right, one more time with the new song of the week, and then we'll switch. We'll do it again on acoustic. was much, much better. And thank you for letting me play that again. I appreciate it. All right, and with that being said, let's get the acoustic out and my favorite part of the night. They switched the guitars. Better change that. I better mute this. Hang tight, everybody. Hang tight, hang tight. Mute that. Okay. I'm telling you, I need to hire someone to come in here and hand me this guitar instead of me flapping around doing this, man. That. I'm running out of room here. I need more room. I need a bigger studio, everybody. How am I going to get it? Am I going to win the lottery tonight to get it? Maybe so, maybe so. That's the hope, that's the hope. We'll play a couple acoustics here. I'm hungrier than usual. We haven't talked about food yet, so that's good because I am starting to get hungry. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a lot of comments here after that one. I remember that one. All right, I remember that, remember that. Stardust, those people are weird and violent and crazy. It's true. Judy said, I'm grateful to know you all. We are grateful to know you too, Judy, and thank you. Crow was feeling that. Ray says, they're technically in my house using my mailbox address, yet I don't own the property house. So nothing either more or I can do. Dang. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that'd be one of them things, man. If that was here, you'd be, yeah, I don't know, man. That's a slippery slope, sadly. I mean, they would not be breathing, most likely, around here, but I'm not sure what state you live in, buddy, Ray, but I don't know, man. That's best. Mama Shredder's in the house. She says, my favorite troll roaster, Stardust. That's true. Hey, how you doing, Mama? Good to see you tonight. T. Rose feeling Velvet Cobra. There you go, man. That's a wild one, man. I like that. I'll have to I'd like to see a picture of that. Donald James said, never heard this one. You just played? Yes, that was the new song of the week, Donald. I played it twice. The first one was rough. The second one was far better. Far better. Hey, Donald knows Troll Executioner Squad, right? Ray says, yet everyone else in my life, all my friends just tell me to toss them out. Yeah. Like it said, simple, yeah. In reality, yeah. On paper, it's totally simple, but then when you get there, you could get into trouble, man. I don't know how you can pull it off, man. Police, can the police help? I don't know. It's all good, Ray, man. We're trying it. That's what we're here for, man. We try and figure it out. We try and help people. Trying to figure out. I don't know too much about the law, and I don't know what state you live in. So, but there's got to be some legal possibilities there. Donald J said this one is so sick. Thank you, bro. I started working on it a couple days ago. Usually I write them directly on Saturday, but I had an idea for the riff. And it literally started with this like one riff. It was like this one. It was like, this is a different key though. Whatever. That was like the one riff, and then that started coming with this like. And I came up with those two pieces. What was the other riff I came up with? I can't remember. I came up with 3 riffs on like maybe Thursday night. Just came up with 3 riffs, and then Friday night I sat down. I worked on the whole thing. It took me like a whole lot longer than usual. So I'm kind of glad I did it that way. All right, my chat just went haywire there. All right. Yes, Mama, that was the new song right there. That was the new song. Thank you to Lucy Ken. Clark said Rick needs a title. Stardust said he writes so much. I love track. Yeah, I don't. I write a ton. There you go, Deuce Ken. Don's like, dude, that one is badass. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Yes, I lose track even. That's why I just date. That's why I just put a date on them now. Thank you, Juji. That's why I just date the songs now, because I have no idea. Like I can't. I don't write the title first. You know, I write the song. I always write the song first. It's very seldom I'll have like a title first and then write the song. It's all about me just writing the song. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. But yes, Mama, that's the one. That's the one. Thank you, Delusa Can. Vlad Kiev, good to see you, buddy. Uh-oh, he says, today's very loud. Russians bombed our city. My God, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Vlad. I hope you're safe, man. I hope you and your family are very safe, my friend. I know it's a very, very crazy things happening in that part of the world right now, and we're hoping that it can be resolved soon, because I think the reasons are stupid, but you know how people are. And yeah, but I appreciate hearing from you, man, and I hope you're okay, and make sure all your family is safe, man. Be safe out there, buddy. Be safe. Bouquet Samuel, what's up, brother? Good to see you there. Donald James said, okay, here's some hot dogs and hamburgers, Rick. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Delusa Kim. Dylan said, talk about food. I'm going to be making a pork roast. Man, you always making some wild stuff. You and Jake's vibing, always making some wild, crazy stuff these days. Donald James said, it's true, the cops get called all the time where I'm at. So much to the point where they start ignoring calls. Yeah, I've heard of that. I heard of that. First Kind, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Keston Meyer said, it sounds so good on acoustic. Oh, yeah, man. I love this thing. First Kind said, he was just listening to Little Lord Fentanyl from Primus. Oh, Primus is always crazy, dude. These guys are nuts. Eduardo Campos, good to see you, buddy. Obrigado. Buenas noches, mi amigo. Good to see you. Michael Adams, how you doing, brother? Good to see you too, man. Thank you, Duskin. Yeah, we got this several months ago. The singer's really nice, man. It plays so nice. For sure. Let's see. Jake said, I did want to pursue a career as a chef before getting electric guitar. Now I'm kind of my own private chef. I know, man. You're always making something wild over there, man. First Kind, there you go, buddy. Ray Pierce, that would have been a showdown. That's for real, man. There you go, Donald. All right, we'll try this out. Oh, yeah, not the band. You can do some wild stuff with the guitar. My nails aren't working anymore. It's like, I don't know, man. My nails are just, they're not as strong as they used to be. They just keep breaking over and over, man. I put all this gunk on it to try and harden them up. No fun, man. No fun. All right, let's try this new. We'll try the new song in the acoustic version of it. Let me see. See how it goes. I made an acoustic version of it, so there's no drums to this. It's just the orchestration. So let's see how it goes. It could be a disaster waiting to happen, but we'll try it out. Who cares? It sounds pretty wild, though. I changed some things around, and like I said, there's no drums in this. No bass guitar. It's just all classical orchestrated instruments. So let's see what happens. All right, here we go. We're going to mute my voice just in case. that's not, some of this stuff is hard on acoustic. It's not meant for it, but you know, I'll try. I hope you enjoyed that one. That was definitely pretty wild. Great. True that, Ray said he didn't play like that. He played dirty. Yeah, you got to sometimes in this world. If you don't want to, but sometimes you have to. I feel that. Jake said that acoustic sounds so nice. Well, thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. Mama says, Jake, we all need to hang out. If I ever get to Colorado, definitely. Eduardo says, Rick, you play the guitar very well. I have two here. It's very good. Thank you, Eduardo. Obrigado. Rosana says, Rick, you're an inspiration. I mean, guitar and bass guitar. I'm too lazy to learn. I know how that is. You'll get there. You got to practice. You got to work. Lucican says the acoustic is different, refreshing. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we figured. I have another acoustic. It's an Epiphone Chet Atkins SST. Oh. Thank you. And yes, I got it. All right. A subtle reminder, anyone that just figured out what the heck happened there. I have to turn my mic off. I have to swap and turn the mics off for these things because the guitar bleeds into the mic bleeds into the guitar. Very strange. It never happened before, now it's happening. So something else I have to troubleshoot. And I missed a couple of comments. I was talking comments like crazy, but Jake, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Mama said we all need to hang out, and I said if I was in Colorado, I would, for sure. Me and Stardust. I want one of those those floats. You gotta hook us up with the floats. Eduardo says, Rick, you play guitar very well. I have two here. Music is very good. Thank you. Obrigado, Eduardo. Obrigado. Rosana says, Rick, you're an inspiration. I have a guitar and a bass, and I'm too lazy to learn. I understand that, Rosanna. It takes that laziness. I am lazy too. DeLucia can't say acoustic is different and refreshing. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we got it a while ago. A couple months ago. Stardust was like, you need to play a acoustic guitar. And I was like, well, I have one, but it plays horribly. It's like, well, go find another one. And I found someone on Instagram that was playing one of these. And I was like, man, that sounds amazing. I was like, I got to get one. And I found out exactly what it was. And I started looking, on Reverb and stuff. And then I found this one. It was like it's almost $900, I think. And I put I favorited it, and the guy sent me an offer back. I really didn't have the money, and I started talking about it in the live streams, and there was a lot of people that came up, kind of jumped up and helped out from the live streams. So it was a lot of this was crowdfunded by the amazing people in this community. So if I haven't said it enough, thank you so much for all that helped me get this guitar. Because now it's an amazing piece of instrument that I can create new music with, so it's awesome. Jake says, not only does the acoustic sound lovely, but it looks lovely too. Yes, thank you, buddy. I love this color. I almost never wear anything but black clothes, and everything's dark colored, so it's a nice one, man. It's a nice color. Edward said, I was missing from my YouTube channel. I feel that, buddy. Some days I wish I could just disappear from social media. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. See, as Jake's in Florida, so we're going to pick Jake up and then swing over to Colorado. Juji said, the sound of the guitar raises my IQ by 20 points. Oh, there you go. DeLucia can't ask Ricky, what brand of guitar is that? Beautiful. Thank you, buddy. This is a Godin. And it's called, the model is a Multi-Act Encore. They're about $1,300 normally, maybe a little more, depending. $1,300 to $1,600, I think. I found this on Reverb, Reverb.com. A guy that probably never played it very much. So his loss was my gain, and yeah, so beautiful. I think I got it. Ultimately, it's about $1,100 with taxes and shipping and all that kind of stuff. So not too bad. And yeah, it's great. It plays amazing too. There you go, Eduardo. He said flamenco. That's what I'm talking about. Loose cannon's like, dang. Okay, Mama says Brody's live is back. We'll be shooting everyone over there very shortly, Mama. It ain't much, but it's honest. It's an honest group of people. But you know, Saturdays are chill for us. But we'll send everyone over to Brody's channel after this. Let's see, man. I swear to God, man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, here's all the mic is off. Yeah, so sorry about that. Sorry about the miking stuff. It gets silly. Thank you, Boquette. Charlie said, I yelled at him. She's good for that. Oh, man. Yeah, it was all a mess. I got there's so many buttons and stuff I got to click. Every time I do this stuff, I got to click like 10 buttons before I even can start playing the guitar sometimes. And Crow's like, 1, 2, 1, 2. Donald James says, he said, hey, it's Sacramento. He said, yeah, right. You closer to the shredders than we is for sure. Thank you, DeLuca can. Oh yeah, right. Feisty, a pickle tarch. He said the legend. Where's the guy? Yeah, that was insane. It happens from time to time. We was Brody the other night. They had like a war going on. So two of his subscribers, they had a war. He got like $500 or something. It's amazing. It's a blessing for sure, man. So always count your blessings. Always count your blessings. Ray says, sometimes I wish I could just disappear completely. I feel that, bro. There's many times we'd like to do it too. That's why I keep trying to win this lottery, man. If I could just, win $1 billion, move to a remote island somewhere, and that'd be it. Lemon Zulu from Huntsville, Alabama, buddy. Good to see you, man. How you doing, man? That's not too. That's right up the state from us, man. Jake said, Rick, please pick me up. I'll fund my own supplies and help pay for gas. Nice. My car has very little miles on it. I got plenty of miles to drive on my car. Delucent says, I request you to play something with Rick Renstrom. We sure probably will. I kind of know a cemetery on this thing. Let me see. How's it go? It don't work like that. That's a good one. All right, what was I gonna play? I don't even know what happened. Oh yeah, Stardust said I need to play Dream Flight on this thing. So let me roll up Dream Flight. We haven't played that in a while. All right, Dream Flight it is. We'll get that ready. Let's see. Boquette says, oh, he was talking to Jake. Tom said, call it Cthulhu. I don't even know how that goes, dude. If I said, I think the last song was a good opportunity to have one. Just one shred. Free song. There you go. We're probably going to do this one here. This is Dream Flight. Let me think. All right. Let's see what we go. This will probably be the end of it. We'll play this one. We'll see how things go, but this will probably be the last song. And then we'll go watch Brody. But let's get this Dream Flight up in here. Man, I forgot to turn all the mics off. Hopefully that sounded okay. I totally forgot to turn my mic on, but hey. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope it sounded okay too. Jake said I'm about to get my boxing gloves ready for bro stream. You know that's right, brother. Roseanne says, you didn't play Fade to Black, did you? No, I never have. I don't. Maybe when I was like 16 or 15 years old, the old Metallica stuff was kind of interesting to me, but I've long since walked away from Metallica. Bokeh said, I'm not a programmer, unfortunately. That was just an idea. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Juji. Jake said, that's so melodic. My ears are happy. That's what I like to hear. There you go. Crow said, Jake's undefeated. That's what's up. Loose Kid said, damn, Ricky, I did not know you could play that style of music. Beautiful, man. Easy on my ears. Thank you, brother. Yeah, we've been doing that now. Every Saturday for like the last 30 minutes to an hour, we'll do a full acoustic. We'll do all acoustic songs and stuff. Maybe we can do one more. I might have one idea here. There you go, Lemon. That's what's up, dog. Deluxe Can, thanks, buddy. Don say that's a fun song with fun times. Absolutely. Thank you, Lemon. Blue Scan was feeling that. Let me see. I might have one more quick one here. Let's see. What was one that we were doing a while back? Probably this one here. We'll try this one. We'll try one more chill song here. And then, all right, this for real is the last one. I promise you that. I gotta eat. I got a Hot Pocket with my name on it, man. Feisty said James Hetfield went to part of a high school 3 miles away from me. Dang, dude. Yeah, they're all from California, right? Or at the time. Carl says, is the fretboard the same as a standard classical guitar? It seems it's pretty wide, dude. Yeah, I mean maybe just slightly. I haven't played a proper like classical guitar in a long time, but yeah, this is definitely a lot wider than this is probably another extra half an inch on each side as opposed to like my Jackson, for instance. So yeah, it's a pretty wide fretboard here. It's harder to play. There's no doubt about it. It's much harder to play. All right, let's see. We'll do one more here. Let me crank this up. All right, this is a nice little ballad, nice little chill ballad. We'll go with this one. Actually, maybe we'll go with this one. All right, this one picks up a little bit at the end. We'll do that one. All right, don't forget. Remind me to turn my mic on. I'll try to remember. forget to turn my mic back on this time. There you go. There's a nice little jam right there. It's a very nice little piece. Good for the acoustic for sure. I really like that one too. I hope y'all enjoyed that so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a beautiful Saturday as always, and great to see each and every one of you here hanging with us tonight. Jake said, "Hell yeah, Rick devoured that hot dog." You know how I do, man. Feisty says, "Love lost in Spain." Very much so, yes. I never lost any loves in Spain. I was with somebody at the time. But yes, I've been to Spain. It's a beautiful country. Lucy Can's feeling that. Crow's feeling that. Thank you, brother. Rosana says, "Rick, Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden is here in Brazil." Very nice. Most likely with his solo band, which my friend Mysteria is the keyboard player of. He's supposed to be here in Fort Lauderdale pretty soon, but I will not be making to that show. That's a long drive from here. Very long. There you go, Feisty. Spanish Lullaby. Thank you, Delusican. Boquet says, "Did you ever mix classical and electric guitars?" I have not, no. Something to try in the future for sure. I would like to. Jake says, "Rick, Brody, and Tyler are what modern guitarists think they sound like, but in reality, don't even come close." True that, buddy. True that. Thank you, Delusican. Much love to you, brother. Thank you. You're welcome, Juji. Thank you for being here. Delusican said, "I would play plenty to see him perform live." I would love to do this, man. Yeah, it's my biggest dream is just to get out there and play live once again. You know, I love doing it in the 2000s, and you know, I'd love to do it now. And I have so many songs and so many cool ideas to get out there and do it. But man, we gotta need that money, man. Trying to win that lottery. Hopefully win that lottery tonight. Thank you, Duscan. Eduardo, thank you, buddy. Yeah, man, no problem, my friend. Thank you, Rosano. Obrigado to you both. Sean's like, "Here we go." Yes, sir. Crow, have a great one. Yeah, he's a Hot Pockets waiting for sure, for sure. If I said I sat here today on a Saturday, absolutely, buddy. Thank you, Juji. Crow, have a good one. If I says I work all week and I'm weekend, I hear you, buddy. I know. It was like by Friday, I was like, I could barely get out of bed. I was so tired. I was like, oh man, one more day. But we are going to go to Brody the Super Shredder's live show. He's going on right now. So we're going to send everyone over there. So if you're still hanging out, make sure you go over to Brody's and enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to him as well if you haven't done so already. I'm going to go eat my Hot Pocket. With that all being said, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow night, that's Sunday the 7th at 9 p.m. We'll probably be playing the new song of the week again and many others as well. And then all next week except for Wednesday, I'll be streaming straight through every day except Wednesday next week. I'll have it all scheduled. So, but yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting me. And with that said, stay safe out there, everybody. Be good to each other and take care of each other, because that is all we have. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you tomorrow night, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you at on this planet. Take care, everybody.